allowing the knees to gently melt down. Think of sitting up nice and tall. We can close the eyes. Begin to soften and lengthen out the breath. Begin to feel each inhale as it enters the body, and each exhale as it leaves the body. Allowing the hands to rest wherever they are comfortable. Encouraging each inhale to fill the spaces within the body. And allowing the exhale to just release and let go of tension, resistance. Chaque inspiration nous permet de remplir le corps avec une nouvelle énergie. Chaque inspiration nous permet de relâcher, lâcher prise. And as we gently flow the breath in and out through the nose, we allow the chatter, the distractions inside the mind to gently float away. Peut-être qu'on peut imaginer les pensées comme des nuages dans le ciel, qui flottent. And floating away with each exhale, allowing the thoughts to just gently pass by. Each inhale bringing new energy and space within the body and the mind. And each exhale gently sinking the body down toward the earth. And let's intend for the practice today to clear out old energy, bringing in new energy, new state through the breath and the postures, helping to clarity inside. Inhaling clarity and exhaling clutter. Restons ici pour quelques autres cycles de respiration. And you feel the space you create inside the body. Observe the gentle movement that comes with each new breath. And with your next inhale, let's begin to float the hands up towards the sky. Les paumes ensemble, on peut expirer pour amener les mains au cœur. Encore une fois, on inspire, reaching, circling the arms up. And then exhaling hands to heart center. And one more time, beautiful breath in and exhale. And keeping the hands at heart center. Together we can inhale for Om. Helping to join our energy together for the practice today through the vibration of Om. And slowly the hands can lower, the eyes can open, and we'll come up standing, taking our time, moving any blocks or blankets that you may have been using aside. On amène les gros orteils ensemble, on rentre le nombril légèrement vers la colonne vertébrale. On pousse l'extérieur des pieds vers le sol, on enracine. Allow the shoulders to relax down in our mountain pose. With each inhale, think of lifting the peak of our mountain up to sky. And with the exhale, rooting the base of the mountain down to the earth, solid and stable. With the next inhale, let's reach to sky. And with our exhale, let's gently fold forward, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. Can we think of tucking the chin in a little bit so that we open up the back of the neck? Continuing to breathe and observing where the body is holding tension. Maybe the backs of the legs, perhaps the lower back or the backs of the shoulders, maybe the neck. Wherever it is, breathe that new, clean, cleansing energy into these areas. And when you breathe out, think of letting go the tension, melting down a little bit more. Tucking in the belly a little bit, observing if that changes the sensation of the fold for you. Prenons une dernière inspiration ici. Et on expire jusqu'à la fin. À la prochaine inspiration, on ramène les doigts vers le ciel. Et on expire les mains au cœur. And we'll do that again. Inhale fully. Exhale. exhale fully, staying here in the forward fold, seeing if we can tilt the weight a little further forward to the balls of the feet, helping to align the hips over the ankles. Keeping a gentle bend in the knees if the legs are straight. Once again, let's think of tucking in the belly, drawing the forehead towards the shins. Take one more breath. Exhale completely. And with your inhale, root through the feet, reach to sky. Hands to heart. And again, inhale. Exhale, fold. This time on the inhale, let's come up halfway. So halfway is wherever your back becomes a nice long line, top of head to tailbone. Think of reaching crown of head to the front of the room, tailbone to the back, and creating space between the ribs and the hips. Keep that length. Take a nice inhale. And with your exhale, keep the length. Hinge forward at the hips, folding down. And inhale, reach back up to sky. Hands to heart. We'll do that 2 more times. Half sun salutation. Thinking of that length in the torso. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Keep that head reaching to front of room and then fold it down toward the earth. Inhale, reach back up to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's see how you're doing. One more time. Inhale. Lengthen, fold forward. Beautiful. Inspirez, on allonge. Expirez, on garde la longueur au pli. Inspirez, les mains vers le ciel. Exhale, hands to heart. Very nice. From here, let's inhale, both hands up, interlace the fingers, and we'll think of opening up the side of the body now. So shoulders down into their sockets, tuck the belly in a little bit, think of pulling the ribs in. Inhale, push the earth away, reach with the fingers. And then we can exhale to open up side of body. Push the feet to earth, create length along the spine. And with each exhale, see if you can bend a little bit further. On garde le rythme, respiration profonde, fluide. Et à chaque expiration, on explore si on peut plier juste un peu plus. Take one more breath. When you're ready, exhale. Inhale back up. And we begin on the other side. Inspirez, poussez le sol. Expirez, on plie. Use the breath to help you go a little deeper. One more breath here. And when you're ready, the inhale brings you back up. The exhale can fold us forward once again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach to sky. And hands to heart. And let's inhale the hands up. This time we'll bring fists to the lower back. Moving into a standing camel. So let's separate the feet about hip distance. Les gros orteils peuvent tourner légèrement un vers l'autre. We're going to think of a little bit of pressure of the fists into the low back, but really we want to think of lifting the heart. So as we inhale, lift the heart, lift the ribs, space between ribs and the hips. And then as you exhale, maybe a gentle pressure, fists to low back, helping to reach those hips forward as we bend back. Each inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the ribs. And then the exhale maybe brings those elbows closer together behind the back. Let's do 2 more breaths. When you're ready, inhale, push the earth away, lift the heart. And exhale, bend. 1 more breath. And with the next inhale, come back up to center. Gently, we can lower down, creating the opposite movement for the back, rooting through the feet. Just a gentle forward fold here. On our next inhale, let's come up halfway and reach palms of hands to opposite elbows. On inspire, on allonge la colonne vertébrale. Et à l'expiration, on fond les coudes au sol. Melting the arms, the elbows to earth. Tucking in the belly. Lifting tailbone to sky. Maybe putting a little bit more weight toward the front of the feet. And finally, think of relaxing the back of the neck. Top of head melting to earth. On our next inhale, let's gently move to one side. Twisting or moving at the waistline, keeping the elbows melting to the earth. Continuing to breathe. À la prochaine expiration, on retourne au centre et on inspire pour tourner sur l'autre côté. Observe where your body feels the stretch and bring that beautiful inhale to the area of tension or resistance. With the next exhale, we'll return to center. Take 1 more inhale. With the exhale, release the hands to the earth. See if you can reach a little further down than just a few minutes before. On the inhale, we'll come up halfway. On the exhale, let's place the hands down to floor, bend the knees, and just gently make our way into a downward dog. On sépare les doigts, on enracine les paumes et les doigts au sol. Et on peut plier un genou à la fois pour marcher le chien, helping to open up the backs of the legs. Seeing if one side feels a little different than the other, maybe holding more tension on one side today. And then finally allowing those heels to melt down. They don't have to touch. Separating the shoulder blades, wrapping the armpits around the ears. Let's take 1 more breath in our down dog. And with our inhale, we can step or hop the feet forward between the hands, lengthening spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reaching to sky. Hands to heart. Sun salutation A, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here. Walk that dog if you would like. Come back to the rhythm of your breath. Come back to the sensations of the posture. Just allow yourselves to bring clarity, to bring new energy into the body. Melting those heels down when you're ready. And turning the right foot out, we're going to step forward with the left. We're going to move into warrior one. We're going to take our time here. So rooting the outer edge of the back foot, rooting the front foot. Inhale, reach those hands forward and up. And then take the time you need. Ease into this warrior one, trying to put those hips side by side. Lift the ribs up away from the hips. Sink into the front knee 90 degrees. And breathe. One last breath. And then exhale those hands to floor. Come back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Turning the right foot out. Step forward with the left. Find that foundation. And when you're ready, inhale, reach, reach, reach. Strong legs, reaching those fingers to sky. Turning the hips square. Shoulders parallel to the front of the room. Tucking in the belly. Trying to make a 90-degree angle with that front knee. And with the exhale, lowering back down to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths here. Recentering, refocusing. And with the next inhale, step or hop forward. Lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reaching to sky. Hands to heart. Inspirez. Expirez en pli. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale for your up dog and exhale, down dog. Left foot out, right foot forward. Warrior one, once again, inhale. And this time, with the exhale, keep the legs where they are. Bring the hands sweeping down to the back. Humble warrior. Yes. So what do we want to think of here? We're reaching crown of head to sky, sinking the hips down, reaching palms of hands up. Take one more breath. With the inhale, sweep the hands back up. Warrior one. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot out, left foot forward. Inspirez, les mains, les doigts au ciel. À l'expiration, humble warrior. Sink the hips down, reach crown of head forward. Hips side by side, root the outer edge of back foot. And with the next inhale, sweep the hands back up. And exhale, chaturanga. Expire, shetata o. Expire, shetata ba. Staying here or taking a child's pose. Recenter, refocus. Bring your breath back under your control. Full deep breaths in and out through the nose. Soften the teeth. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. And if we're in that child's pose, let's come back to our downward dog. On the inhale, we're going to float the right leg up. On the exhale, we're going to bring that right foot between the hands and lower the left knee. Inhaling, we can bring both hands above the right knee. And with the exhale, sink those hips down. We're finding a stretch on the left side, and we're going to think of opening up the front of the body on the left side. Hip flexors, quad, psoas muscle. So we can inhale the hands up, and with the exhale, maybe tilt towards the back of the room, helping to emphasize that stretch on the left side of the body. Making sure you're finding the variation that allows you to continue to breathe and to feel that opening, creating space, removing blockages. Take one more breath. And exhale, hands back down, frame the front foot, tuck the toes behind, plank and chaturanga. Inhale for our up dog, exhale for our down dog. Take a moment to observe both sides of the body. Embrace the sensations. Notice if one side feels different. And then with the inhale, we'll float the left leg up. And exhale, left foot between the hands. Lower the right knee, flatten the foot behind you. Inhale, both hands to that left knee. And with the next inhale, reach to sky. If we can, palms together, maybe parallel, separated, or we can always choose to be in prayer pose. And if you'd like, reaching, arching the back, lengthening front of body on the right side now. Big muscles opening up. Let's take one more breath. And exhale, hands to floor, tuck toes behind, come to plank, chaturanga. Inhale for up dog, exhale, down dog. Staying here, breathe. If you'd like, at any time, taking a child's pose. Soften that breath. And if we're in the child's pose, come back to our down dog. And we're just gonna come on to the tips of the toes here. helping to stimulate the arches of the feet, the toes. 25% of the bones in the body are in the feet. Lots of little bones here being stimulated. With the exhale, melt the heels down. With the inhale, float the right leg up. And come on to the tips of the toes once again with that left foot. Beautiful. One more breath. And we can exhale, foot back down, melting the heels. Inhale, left foot up. Next inhale, come to tips of toes. Beautiful. Breathe, reach that left foot to sky, left heel to sky, or right heel to sky. And exhale, lower everything back down. Come on to the knees. And let's all sink into a child's pose now. Making it a nice restorative child's pose. So if you wish, separating the knees a little bit. Using a block, if you'd like, under the forehead. Whatever you wish to do to just come back to observing the breath, the deep, nourishing inhale, cleansing the body, and the gentle, softening exhale. Releasing what is no longer needed. Notice if the heat has been created through these powerful postures, flowing that breath, flowing the energy. Detoxifying the entire body. And with the inhale, let's begin to float the head up, coming on to the hands and the knees. We can cross the feet. Actually, let's do our mermaid. Yes. Let's do mermaid. Okay, so let's bring whichever knee you would like. Listen to your intuition and bring that knee behind the other one so that we're crossing the legs at the knees. And then we walk the hands closer to the body, flare the feet out like a mermaid tail. And you can use blocks under the hands, or maybe come all the way up. Big stretch, perhaps, for the front of the body that we just opened up in our warriors. Take your time. I can almost see you, Alexandra. I gotta turn. Okay, that's okay. Here, I'm gonna give you some blocks. Okay. We use what we need to. There is no ego here, right? Oh, I haven't done this in a while either. All right. So we think of pushing the hips forward. If we would like, opening up the arms, lifting the chest. Beautiful mermaids. This is what we are. Lift the chest. That's it. Imagine that beautiful Turks and Caicos water. Yes, you're there. We're all there with you. One more breath. And release. Come down, down gently, softly, if you can, any way you need to. All right, back in our table. And let's just move to the other side right away. No point putting off inevitable. So those feet flaring out, helping us to root down, and then think of pushing the hips forward. Take your time and listen to your body, okay? Don't push further than your body wishes for you to do. And then if you'd like, inhale, float the heart, lift the chin, reach the arms to the back of the room. Big stretch. Psoas, hip flexors, quadricep muscles. One more breath. And release. Come back to a table when you're ready. And now we can cross the legs to sit back. Yes. Beautiful. Do we feel lighter? Lighter and brighter? We're just gonna get lighter. Yes. Let's bring both legs out front and move into cradle the baby. Ooh. So whichever leg you'd like, once again, we're gonna bend the knee toward the outside. Interlace fingers on the outer edge of the foot. So the foot can be very far away. It's okay. We're gonna try to keep the foot roughly at the height of our hearts. Take a nice inhale, think of a length in the spine, and with the exhale, gently guide that foot closer to the body. And what we're actually doing here is externally rotating this hip. You can think of this hip turning toward the back of the room, external rotation. The hip joint is a ball joint, so we are just helping to keep that joint nice and healthy. And contrary to the way I've been teaching this in the past, I would say sit up nice and tall. We do want to keep length in the spine, but let's think of a little tuck in the tailbone. It'll help to bring that foot a little bit closer towards the body. Opposite leg stays active, separating the toes, keeping the energy towards the tips of the toes. Et si on veut, on amène le bras vers l'extérieur du pied et peut-être que l'autre bras peut encercler la thigh. Chris, merci, merci. Beautiful. Once again, we're always thinking of length, but a little tuck of that tailbone inside, a little scoop. Think of tucking the belly in, bringing activation towards the lower belly, the core. One last option, if you would like, maybe gently twisting towards the side of the room where your foot is cradled between or in the elbow. And just see if you feel a stretch in this area. Breathe into that space and returning to center, gently releasing the leg back to the floor. Are we okay? Shaking it out. Hey, that's a colicky baby. We're gonna give it a kiss this time, the little baby. All right, opposite side. On entrelace les doigts. On inspire, on lève le cœur. À l'expiration, on rapproche le bébé vers le cœur, gently tucking in the belly, little scoop of tailbone towards the front of the room. And if we'd like, circling those arms around the baby and giving the baby a little kiss. Yes. I'm not afraid of feet. It doesn't matter. Opposite leg, rooting down. Are we feeling our glute? IT band, tu le ressens, Catherine? Okay, she did Hero the other week and it was like she didn't feel anything. I know. Some of us are graced with that, some of us are not. And finally, if you'd like, tilting, twisting towards the side where the foot is bent in the crease. And returning to center, let's release. Yes. Are we good? Okay, cool. All right. Yes-ish. Okay. Let's move into a reverse plank. However, we don't have to lift the hips, so you choose where you want to go. To begin with, the hands will be a little further back than the hips, fingers pointing forward. You can begin by lifting the heart. We've been doing a lot of this today. Seeing if we can straighten out those arms. So for me, the arms, the elbows stay a little bent because I'm very tight in the chest and in the front of the shoulders. If it's available for you, lengthen out the arms, keep a tiny bend in the elbows so that we don't hyperextend those elbows. Can we think of internally rotating the thighs, the feet towards each other? And then if you'd like, inhale, push into the heels, lift the hips for our reverse plank. Push the earth away, lower the balls of the feet down if you can. And exhale, release. Purvottanasana. Inhale, reach to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do 2 more breaths. Exhaling. 1 last time. Exhale, beautiful. All right. And let's move into Janu Shirshasana. We're going to stay here for 2 to 3 minutes per side. Really work on opening up this area of the low back. So whichever leg you'd like to start with, usually it's the right, bending the knee in, and then lowering that knee to the earth. If for any reason the knee does not completely touch, we can use a blanket or a block to help give that knee something to root down into. Let's make sure our hips are parallel, side by side. And we can think of pushing the sole of the foot into the inner thigh, pressing the knee down toward the earth, externally rotating this inner thigh toward the back of the room. External hip rotation once again. On sépare les orteils sur l'autre pied, la jambe allongée. Inhale, lengthen. Keep this length and then fold forward. If we can, reaching towards that foot. Maybe we're holding the shin or the ankle. Wherever we are, rooting the knee down, rooting the lengthened leg down. Keep the shoulders parallel to the floor. Inhale, lengthens crown of head towards those toes. And then the exhale melts the body down towards the earth. Come back to your breath so that it helps you to go a little bit further. Pense à allonger l'espace entre les côtes et les hanches. Reaching the heart forward towards the toes. Here for several more breaths. So finding the edge where you can still breathe. If we have the flexibility, maybe reaching above the foot, interlacing the fingers. On pousse le pied dans les mains et on tire les mains vers le pied. As long as you can continue to breathe, long spine, reaching that heart forward. Beautiful breath. Take 3 more breaths. That's a rhythm that works for your body. And when you're ready, gently come back up to seated. Beautiful. Let's bring that knee up to sky. You can lengthen out the leg. How are we feeling? Ça va? All right, let's... I want to reset your bodies, so let's just cross the legs for a moment. And we'll do gentle twists, just very gentle. Inhaling one arm up, exhaling, gentle twist. Resetting the spine, lengthening, rooting sit bones down. And then returning to center to twist gently on the other side. On inspire et on expire. Lengthen and root. And then gently come back to center. Very nice. Second side. Lengthening out the leg. Opposite knee comes up and then melts down to the earth. Sole of foot rooting to inner thigh. Les hanches un à côté de l'autre. Inspirez et expirez. Commencez à plier. Inspirez, on allonge le haut de la tête vers les orteils. Et à l'expiration, on fond le cœur vers la jambe. So think of bringing the heart, the sternum, over that lengthened leg. Remembering we'll be here for several breaths. We're not forcing our way into the posture, sustaining the breath, sustaining the asana. Un peu trop pour la jambe, on peut toujours s'asseoir là, en dessous. Okay, yeah. And you can then place a blanket underneath. Et tu peux penser plutôt que d'étirer la jambe plus vers la colonne vertébrale. Okay. Pardon? Okay, on va mettre ça. Okay. Taking 3 more breaths. And gently coming back up. Beautiful. We can keep or bring that left knee up and lengthen out the legs. Shaking it out a little bit. Are we okay? Beautiful, guys. Big stretches. Let's bring the knees up and gently lower all the way down now onto the mat. We're going to separate the heels a little bit wider than the hips, coming into constructive rest pose, turning the big toes slightly inward and allowing the knees to collapse towards each other. They don't have to touch, we're just allowing them to sink in towards each other to wherever is comfortable. palms can face up to sky. The fingertips gently curling inward. And just give yourselves this time to notice any buzzing, pulsing, vibrating sensations. Notice if you feel the heart beating, the heat gently evaporating from the body. Maybe the temperature of the air. Whatever you observe, just embrace these senses coming alive. And then gently let's separate the knees. We can bring one leg over the other, once again crossing the legs now in our supine position, lying down. Gently with the inhale, bring the knees up towards the chest. And with the exhale, drop the knees towards one side. If it's available, keeping the legs crossed. If that's not comfortable, just stacking one knee over the other. Moving into a gentle spinal stretch. Maybe turning the face in the opposite direction of the knees. Maybe one hand gently encouraging the knees to come closer down. You can think of keeping the shoulders rooted down toward the earth. Not worrying about where the knees may land. Okay. Getting that fine line. Gentle stretch. As you continue to breathe full deep breath. And be here for a few more rhythms of breath. Taking 3 more breaths. And when you're ready, gently bring those knees back up If the legs are crossed, let's gently uncross them, bringing soles of feet to earth, palms face up the sky. Taking a few breaths here, letting everything settle in. Et doucement, on croise la jambe opposée au-dessus de l'autre. À l'inspiration, on peut amener les genoux vers le corps. Et à l'expiration, on laisse tomber les genoux vers un coude. We can stack the knees if crossing the legs is a little too much. Finding the variation where we're feeling the stretch on the edge and where we can still breathe. Guiding that breath into the areas of resistance, bringing space and clarity into these spaces. Allowing the breath to flow up and down along the spine. Beautiful breath. Cleansing, clearing energy. Taking one more deep breath. And with your inhale, returning the knees up to chest. On baisse le bas des pieds au sol. Et on peut, si on veut, allonger les deux jambes maintenant complètement au sol. Allowing the ankles and the toes to gently roll open. Continuing to breathe full deep breath. You can gently begin to move the head from side to side, giving the back of the head a nice gentle massage. And returning the head to center, allowing back of head and neck to melt down. Let's gently Gather the knees up towards the chest and gently rock from side to side, giving the low back a nice gentle massage. And then returning the knees to chest, lowering the feet to the floor, and moving into our final relaxation. So choosing if you would like to lengthen out the legs, if you would like to cover up with a blanket or a sweater. Take the time to get nice and cozy, comfortable. And when you're ready, you can close the eyes or gently gaze at one spot. Allow the chin to tuck in just a little bit so that we create length along the back of the neck. The palms can face up the sky with the fingers gently curling inward. And slowly allow your breath to come and go now at its own natural rhythm. Allowing everything now to just sink, to soften down toward the earth. All the muscles, fibers, integrating beautiful healing energy that we've given them through the breath and the asanas today. Letting everything settle in. Allow the space you've created inside the body and mind create clarity, declutter, make room for intuition, insight. Take these next few minutes to just enjoy the space, the lightness, the clarity that you've created for yourself. When it's time, I will gently guide you back. begin to move the fingers and the toes. Slowly reaching the arms to the back of the room, giving ourselves a nice stretch. À l'inspiration, on peut ramener les genoux vers le corps si on veut et se bercer d'un côté à l'autre. On the exhale, maybe moving to one side in fetal position. Take these last few moments to thank your beautiful body for all the beautiful work. And to thank your beautiful selves for exploring new possibilities. And then slowly making our way back to a seated position. Together, let's inhale as we float those hands up above the head. And exhale the hands to heart. Encore une fois, on inspire. Et on expire. One last time. Beautiful breath in. Exhale, guide hands to heart. And keeping the hands here together. Let's inhale for Om. Perhaps share that beautiful vibration with the rest of the world today. And then gently hands come to head, kind thoughts, to the mouth for kind words, and to the heart for kind deeds. Lumière en moi, honore la lumière en vous. Namaste. Thank you guys. Merci. Thank you, Andrea. I was going to say Andreas.
Yeah.
My daughter's